don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a moment. Yes, welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, we're going to talk about a topic that has caused a bit of an uproar, we'd say. Big uproar. It is Tuchel getting sacked by Chelsea and being replaced by Graham Potter. What do we know about it, Cal?
So, what we know so far, obviously, Chelsea's last game they played under Tuchel was a 1-0 loss against Zagreb. We know that they had to pay off 13 million for Tuchel to go, and to pay Brighton 16 million to get Graham Potter.
30 million move. That's a bargain in this window.
For Graham Potter. So we're going to go dive a little bit down. What do we think caused Todd Bowley to pull the plug on Tuchel?
He's American.
No.
That's my first guess. That's my first guess.
It's weird because I know it's only 6 games into the season, and don't get me wrong, Tuchel was slagging off the players a bit, and he did have a bit of unrest in the dressing room.
Yeah, but you've got to be a good manager. You've got to realise when your players aren't playing that well and be like, look, you need to fix up.
You think of it, right? So the last game they lost 1-0 to Zagreb. Fair enough, but they won 2-1 against West Ham.
Lucky.
They lost 2-1 against Southampton. They won 2-1 against Leicester. Yes, they lost 3-0 to Leeds. Drew against Tottenham. And 1 against Everton.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you.
The thing is, it's not the worst start. Like, obviously,
they're 6th in the league.
Yeah, it's not the worst start. Like, a loss to Leeds was absolutely awful. But, like, you will get them shock results. It's the Premier League. Them results happen quite often.
They've only lost 2 so far. Man United have lost the same. Bloody Liverpool have drawn 3. Liverpool are below them. And Klopp's not sacked. So, whatever happened, it's got to be between the relationship between Tuchel and Bowley. Because
I saw a thing on social media that Tuchel was not a fan of Bowley. Because apparently Bowley didn't understand the football culture, and obviously Tuchel being a football man, he did not want to really work under someone who didn't know football, who didn't have the same goals for the club that he does.
Yeah.
Like, you think he's won the Champions League with them?
18 months in charge. He's won the Champions League, the Super Cup, and the Club World Cup.
It's a good run for 18 months. And
he got sacked from that.
Yeah.
Okay, granted. Look, Lukaku was a big flop. We know that. That was his player.
He was a flop under loads of different managers. Not loads, but it's not just a Tuchel problem.
They were meant to win the league last year, and they come completely away from it.
Yeah, but you could say that about Man United.
No.
Like, with the quality they have.
You think last season we all thought Chelsea would win the league?
Oh yeah, when they added Lukaku, I was like,
exactly.
It's done.
And they finished quite low down. I don't say low down. They're in Champions League. I think they finished 3rd. Yeah, they finished 3rd. Only 3 points behind Tottenham in 4th, who got in on the last day.
Yeah, I don't think Chelsea was right for Thomas Tuchel. It sounds stupid. He won the trophies.
I partially agree, but I think I partially agree, but I partially disagree. I think yes, he was a great manager for him. He was a great tactician, but I don't think a 5-back is best.
Plus, Tuchel's got a very fiery personality.
Yeah.
That game between Conte and him shows a lot, and I think a lot of the Chelsea players, maybe apart from Mourinho, they're not used to that. Their managers have always been quiet. And it is a fact with Chelsea, it's a fact. Apart from Mourinho, Chelsea players rule that dressing room.
Yeah.
It's been part of that culture for years, apart from Mourinho. So I think that club's got used to, like, our players are good enough, we'll manage. But when they have a manager, it's a lot of teams are doing this now. When a manager steps in and actually shows some balls, clubs don't like it.
They don't. And this is where the new man comes in. And I think there's a complete different approach to what Chelsea usually do.
Yeah, I like Potter.
Do you know what?
I like him. I just don't think he does well at Chelsea. I just don't think...
I think at Brighton, he had a team. I know he does really well at the start of the season. We know this. He's overachieved for years. They were meant to get the relegation to combat mid-table. But it gets to a point where Brighton players and individuals are all on the same level. They're all on the same page. They're all the same personality. Whereas at Chelsea,
egos.
Aubameyang's up there, Havertz is on one end, and then down here you'll have Mount. Like, but I think, I don't know. He does have. Fun fact about him: he has a degree.
I've seen this.
Emotional. Was it emotional?
It was the thing I've seen about him was that he has two, innit? He has 2 degrees. Yeah. One of them is emotional intelligence. I didn't even know that was a degree.
Emotional intelligence.
I did not even know that was a degree.
I didn't know that was a degree. I thought it was just something that just comes naturally, but it's an actual degree.
Yeah, so maybe the Chelsea board, because obviously Todd Bowley doesn't do all the stuff. There's a lot. It's the same with all football clubs.
Yep.
You've got all the people to go through. Perhaps they've seen that and been like, he's going to know how our players will feel. This guy can go into the minds. Because the thing is with a manager nowadays, it's not just about the tactics. You've got to get on with the players. You've got to know the players inside out.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Pep Guardiola does so well. He actually gets to know his players.
Yeah, and he doesn't... I think Potter's good for this as well. He doesn't buy players for the sake of their name.
Exactly.
He buys players for the sake of who fits his system.
Yes, that is true.
That's why he done so well at Brighton. He develops players into superstar. Cucurella, he's joined it back up with him.
Yeah.
He's done it with Moses Caicedo, who's now linked with Liverpool.
It's sort of...
He's done it with loads of Trossard. Yeah. Was no one. Now look at him.
It's sort of like Leicester. You notice how they lost big names and they go and get players on the cheap.
Well. Whereas Brighton, casually, they bring in new players.
And you see players casually develop.
Yeah, and I think this is where Potter's going to do really well, because he's an old England coach, isn't he?
Yeah, I do believe.
He's an England set-up coach.
Yeah.
And if we look through the teams he's managed, they're not great teams, but
he's done well with them.
Ostersund's 2011 to 2018. But I remember a time in the Champions League he beat Galatasaray.
Yeah, that's where he made his name though, for Ostersund. Because didn't they beat Arsenal? Do you remember Arsenal going mental about it?
Yes, he was in charge.
So he's tactically versatile as well, from the sounds of it.
And he had a very good spell at Swansea before Steve Cooper took him, because Brighton eventually got him.
Yeah, I've looked at Potter's resume, and it's obviously not the best, but not all managers have to have the glitz and glamour jobs.
No,
but I've seen this question asked, yeah, and if you want to comment below, just put your opinion, because we're not great, well, not big Potter fans, but do you think he falls into this football hipster stereotype? People love slagging him off, saying he's a football hipster.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, but I've seen loads of videos of people calling him flavour of the month. He's going to flop if he goes to a big club.
Oh, one of the... Oh.
You know what I mean by football hipster?
I mean, this is a test then?
It's a test.
Obviously, there's going to be points where... Sorry, Chelsea fans. You aren't going to do as well as...
City, Liverpool.
As you thought this year.
Yeah.
This is why I think there's going to be some players going to get forced out of the side. Aubameyang's just started, he's going to get forced out in January.
Oh yeah, he'll probably go to Milan to watch another fashion show. And then Potter's just going to be like, no, I'm not having it, mate. Get out. Yeah.
You know what? Tuchel's resume ain't too bad.
Tuchel's just managed teams full of idiots. Really. And I feel bad for him, like PSG. Again, because he's got that fiery personality.
Their first ever final for PSG. He won the Coupe
de France, yeah, Coupe de France, yeah.
He won the league twice.
Yeah, but it's PSG, isn't it?
Yeah, but he got sacked after.
Yeah, that's PSG though.
He got sacked after 3 days after the final. Same happened at Dortmund.
Yeah.
They forced Tuchel out, and it's exactly what's happened to Chelsea. Exactly what's happening to Chelsea.
Do you know what I think will happen maybe in the future? If Klopp leaves Liverpool, that's their next appointment. I think.
I mean,
he's very similar to Klopp. He's very fiery. He's got a temper.
And he's German.
Yeah.
He's a big bad German. So.
But yeah, we won't talk about that. But yeah, I genuinely don't know how to feel about this appointment. But I see it as a test for the England job for Potter.
I do as well.
He's favourite to be England manager when Southgate leaves.
Because I think Potter fits under that manager where and you see the way clubs are doing it now. They're giving the English managers who come through the England youth system a chance.
Yeah.
Potter's one of them. Eddie Howe's another one. Steve Cooper's another one. You think of their managers, Eddie Howe's personally a great manager.
He just needs the right players.
And which he's doing.
Yeah, but yeah, more.
And Graham Potter is going to be the same. He needs the right players. He needs someone who's going to fit into his system, who's going to listen to him, because he'll drill it into them players.
Yeah, but yeah, what do you think of the Tuchel sacking and Potter coming in?
Is it the right decision?
It could be. We'll soon see. But yeah, let us know your opinions down below. And we'll see you in the next one, guys.
Adios.